Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment explains it. That's kind of a nice ring. Anywho, back to this Avengers Defenders War thing. Now, I know there was a trade paperback that came out in 2002, and this is a comic book story that ran concurrently through issues of the Avengers and the Defenders back in the early 70s. But I'm bringing it to you because edutainment is what I do. Yeah, okay. So we're going to get off into this in a second. Y'all remember the prologue? I did a prologue video where I explained what was going on. I will give you a quick synopsis, and then we're going to dive into the action. But before we do all of that, I need y'all to do what you always do for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page. Y'all doing that. The algorithm says I'm up. Appreciate it. So that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share everything you see and hear right here. Okay. Avengers Defenders War. Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, went back in time to fight in the Crusades. His spirit got stuck in transition. His body came back stone. Yeah. Okay. So the Defenders are trying to find a way to restore him. The Avengers are simply trying to find him. And they get the impression that Doctor Strange has something to do with it. Okay. So there is a device called the Evil Eye that they think will give them the ability to restore Dane Whitman, but what it's really doing is working for the machinations of the dread Dormammu and the ever-evil Loki, who have teamed up to get this thing so that they can expand Dormammu's dark dimension into Earth so that he doesn't break his vow to not invade the Earth dimension. Okay. Let's get this Evil Eye searcher in the mix. Here's where all the banging begins. Avengers number 116. Volume 1. We see the Scarlet Witch and the Vision, whose romance is just starting to bud, up against the Silver Surfer. For reals? Wow. Talk about outmatched. Now, the Avengers have decided to go and give Doctor Strange a visit in the Sanctum Sanctorum. And that's what they run into. They knock on the door, and Wong, like Doctor Strange, can't be disturbed. And he does it so smooth. I am most deeply sorry, but my master is engaged in vital research. He can't be disturbed. Beat it. Wong does not care that that's the Avengers at the door. And close the door in Thor's face. Thor's like, you mother. And said, that's enough, bro. That's enough. We coming in here. Now, was Wong getting ready to square up? Now, this ain't MCU Wong, y'all. This is just plain old manservant with some martial arts skills and maybe some rudimentary magic use against the Avengers. Mind you, the big three, Thor, Cap, and Iron Man, not to mention Black Panther, Scarlet Witch and Vision, Mantis, and the Swordsman. Mantis done dealt with Wong in a frame in one panel. Kind of reminds me of how Black Panther dealt with Karnak. Look it up. And what is that there? Is that Dane? Y'all ain't gonna get to see. Doctor Strange is no punk. He whisked the Avengers out of his sanctum sanctorum. Wow. Now, don't y'all be sleeping on Strange. See, he giving the Avengers all they can handle. Black Knight's in there, turned to stone. So we've got to do something about it. This is when Thor used to talk smack. Well, he still kind of does, but he was really talking smack back in the 70s. And meanwhile, in the dark dimension, Dormammu is letting Loki know, bruh, we our plan is getting ready to work. It's going down. It's going down, Asgardian. We have done it. Loki deceived Doctor Strange and the Defenders into believing the evil eye can break the spell, holding the Black Knight a prisoner. Now Loki is feeling like his new ally is treating him like a child. And Loki is contemplating, have more than mine eyes been blind? Ruminations for another day. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange is he really looked super sorcerous in the 70s, didn't he? Doctor Strange is hard at work, and we get a little history of the fella who used to have the evil eye prior to it being where it is now. And we get that Fantastic Four flashback. Prester John on Wizard Isle, called Avalon, not necessarily the Avalon, but more like a Avalon. Flashbacks, flashbacks, and more flashbacks. And they shot it with a polarizer gun invented by the Black Panther. An invention by the Black Panther. And supposedly the evil eye explodes with the force of an atomic bomb, but as we learned from Dormammu, it only separated into pieces that were driven into the planet so we can retrieve the evil eye and its respective pieces. So guess what that means? We getting ready to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Avengers Defender battles. So now that you know the deal, without further ado, baby, let's get to it. We got the locations: Osaka, Japan; Rurutu, French Polynesia; Monterrey, Mexico; Los Angeles in the United States; Fort Wayne in the United States; and Sucre, Bolivia. Defenders away. Now that's Dumb Hulk. How did Dumb Hulk know to go to Los Angeles? Maybe, I'm telling too much. Let me be quiet. Maybe Doctor Strange planted a suggestion in his simple brain. Let's go with that. And so Loki ain't feeling too good about this situation, because he's thinking he'd have the power to conquer Asgard. But in the grander scheme, he's still immortal. Yet he's blind and needs to ask for help. But who can he go to for help? Thor? And so he sends a projection to the Avengers. And he's letting them know, even though Thor wants to punch him in the face, he's letting them know about a plan devised by villains known as the Defenders. So that's why they're fighting. See, it's all twisted up. It's twisted up. It makes sense though. People lying. And they, basically giving them a rundown of who the defenders are. All outcasts. And your erstwhile teammate, Hawkeye, has joined them. Now y'all done did it. We got to get going, man. As they take off, we know where Vision and the Scarlet Witch are going. Bam! Silver Surfer versus the Vision and the Scarlet Witch. And here they are. Here he is. He's searching for the evil eye. And they like, we gonna worship you because we think you a god. And he's like, oh, you ain't the volcano god? And that gives Norrin Radd an idea. Oh, the volcano. Yeah, why don't I go check in there? And so that's what Norrin is off to do. And we know, since he can fly around in a star or in our sun, molten lava should be a breeze. And there's Vision and the Scarlet Witch getting ready to confront the Silver Surfer. And he's being blasted by an eruption. Is he hurt? Nah, probably not. But we know Vision's got to stop and save. Yes. And he saves her. And the Silver Surfer comes out. And they think he caused the eruption. And he's angry. So he attacks the surfer. And they in the lava going for it. He said his strength is nearly comparable to my own. And so he like, eat surfboard. Look, they're actually making a go of it, huh? They gonna sacrifice her to the lava. Who knew that back in the day, the Scarlet Witch served as nothing but a damsel in distress? Oh, look, his power blast has dislodged the evil eye, or a portion of it. And it's a mad dash for it. And it's a wrestling match for it. And the eruption of energy in a volcano solves the problem, and they're both blown free. Whereas the evil eye falls, and y'all know how this is getting ready to turn out, right? As much as we love to see a knockdown drag out between the Silver Surfer and the Vision to its natural conclusion, we know which one Victor Shade is gonna pick. And so the evil eye goes to Norrin Radd. The Vision rescues his lady love. And the Avengers lose round 1 of the Avengers Defenders War. Round 1, Avengers Defenders War. In the books. Interesting so far. Interesting so far. Okay. And I'm giving you a synopsis, and the synopses are only going to get quicker as this series rolls on. So, in closing, we know Avengers, Defenders, round 1, Defenders have the evil eye. And it looked like they had to fight too, because if it had went on, I think Silver Surfer would have dusted Vision off. Vision's his only defense is to be intangible. If he's not as strong as Norrin Radd, we know Norrin Radd that took on the likes of Hulk, Thor, bruh. Vision probably would have took a L if the battle went on any further. Okay. Round 2 will continue in Defenders number 9. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's it for now. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good, each other.